Ever found yourself out in freezing temps wondering if your gear can handle it? Cold weather can push even the most seasoned adventurers to their limits, but with the right survival gear, you can face the elements with confidence. Today, we're breaking down the top 7 must-have survival gear for cold climates. We've pulled together insights from expert survivalists, hikers, and outdoor enthusiasts who've battled some of the harshest winter conditions. We'll be covering gear from trusted brands like Carhartt, Thermarest, and Columbia. From insulation and hydration to fire-starting essentials, this guide has you covered. Oh, and by the way, stick around for my favorites, number 4 and number 2. You'll see why they stand out. Let's start with the Light My Fire Swedish Flint Fire Starter. Light My Fire is a well-known Swedish brand, famous for making simple, reliable survival tools. This fire starter has been a go-to for campers and bushcrafters for years, built to work even in the coldest, wettest conditions. The key feature? A magnesium alloy rod that throws off sparks at around 5,400 degrees Fahrenheit, plenty hot to light your tinder. Even if it's wet, you'll get up to 12,000 strikes out of this little tool, which weighs just 1.8 ounces. It's compact and easy to carry, making it ideal for cold weather adventures when dry tinder's hard to come by. Now, it does take some practice to get the hang of, especially in windy conditions. You won't always get a roaring fire on the first strike, I'll be honest. But for a survival tool, that's not a deal breaker. It's tough, simple, and way more reliable than matches or lighters. Whether you're deep in the backcountry and need a fire to cook, stay warm, or signal for help, this tool is a must-have. For more info on the Light My Fire Swedish Flint Fire Starter and the other products we're reviewing today, check the link in the description below. Ready for the next item on the list? Let's talk about staying hydrated in freezing temperatures with the Iron Degree Flask Camping and Hiking Hydration Flask. The Iron Flask brand is all about durability and practicality, and their hydration flasks are designed to keep liquids cold for up to 24 hours and hot for up to 12. This model comes in multiple sizes, but the 32-ounce option is the sweet spot for most outdoor adventures. It's made of premium stainless steel, which is BPA-free, non-toxic, and corrosion-resistant. It also has double-wall vacuum insulation that keeps your water from freezing or your coffee piping hot while you're braving the cold. What sets it apart is the 3 different lids it comes with: a spout lid, a flip lid, and a stainless steel lid, so you can switch them out depending on your needs. Plus, it doesn't sweat, meaning no condensation to deal with in freezing temperatures. It's a bit bulkier than some might like, especially when it's full, but if you're serious about keeping your liquids at the right temperature, this is a small price to pay. Take this flask on a multi-day trek or set it beside your campfire. It's built to last. Now, onto something that'll really save your hands from the cold. Let's dive into number 5, the Carhartt Men's WP Waterproof Insulated Gloves. If you know Carhartt, you know they're all about tough, durable gear, and these gloves live up to that reputation in harsh weather. They've got a waterproof insert that keeps your hands dry in snow and rain, and the insulation makes sure you stay warm even when temps drop below freezing. The gloves are made from a polyester shell with a polyurethane palm, so you get a solid grip even when things are wet or icy. Plus, the hook and loop closure lets you secure them tightly around your wrists, keeping the elements out. One of the best things about these gloves is how they balance warmth with dexterity. You can still handle tasks like setting up a tent or holding trekking poles without taking them off, which is a lifesaver in freezing conditions. They're great for activities like hiking, ice fishing, or just about any cold weather survival situation. Now, over time, the waterproofing can wear off if you don't take care of them, but with a little maintenance, these gloves can last you through several winters. Moving on to a personal favorite of mine, you'll want to pay attention to number 4, a piece of gear that I never head into the wild without. That's the Invoker Camping Sleeping Pad. As someone who spends plenty of nights outdoors, especially in cold conditions, I can't stress enough the importance of insulation from the ground, and this sleeping pad is great at this job. Invoker has designed it to self-inflate, which means less hassle when you're setting up camp after a long day. It's made with a high-density memory foam that not only provides comfort, but also traps heat to keep you warm throughout the night. The R value of this pad is rated at 9.5, making it ideal for cold weather camping. It's 3.15 inches thick when fully inflated, providing plenty of cushion between you and the frozen ground. One of the things I like most about this pad is its durability. The outer shell is made of tear-resistant polyester, so you don't have to worry about punctures from rough terrain. However, keep in mind that it's bulkier than some ultralight pads, so if you're trying to save every ounce, this might not be your first choice. But for those who prioritize warmth and comfort, especially in freezing temperatures, this pad is a game changer. Let's keep things rolling with number 3, and this one's all about keeping your feet warm and dry. Say hello to Columbia Bugaboot 3. If you're venturing out in cold, wet, or snowy conditions, having the right footwear is critical, and Columbia is a brand you can trust. They've been making outdoor gear for decades, and the Bugaboot 3 is one of their flagship cold weather boots. This boot is built with a waterproof leather upper combined with an injection-molded shell that's designed to handle everything from slush to ice. It's insulated with 200 grams of synthetic insulation, which provides warmth without adding too much bulk. The Bugaboot 3 is also rated for temperatures as low as minus 25 degrees Fahrenheit, meaning it'll keep your feet toasty even in extreme cold. Another standout feature is the Omni Grip outsole, which offers reliable traction on snow and ice. Whether you're hiking through frozen landscapes or trudging through wet snow, you'll feel stable on your feet. The boots are quite heavy, coming in at 52 ounces per pair, so you'll probably need some time to get accustomed to them. But once you do, you'll have a reliable, warm, and waterproof pair for the long haul. We're getting close to the top. Number 2 is one I swear by, especially when the temperature drops. The Thermarest Questar sleeping bag. Thermarest has built a reputation for top-notch outdoor sleep systems, and this sleeping bag is no exception. If you're looking for something that'll keep you warm in sub-zero conditions, this is the one. Let's start with its insulation. The Questar uses 650 fill Nikwax hydrophobic down, which repels moisture and keeps its loft even in damp conditions. This down is treated to stay dry 60% longer than untreated down, which makes it ideal for those frosty mornings when condensation is a real concern. The bag is designed to keep you warm down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit, which translates to roughly minus 18 degrees Celsius, so even the coldest nights won't get to you. Another feature I like is the Synergy Link connectors, which attach the sleeping bag to your sleeping pad. This prevents you from rolling off your pad in the middle of the night, which is especially important when you're trying to retain heat. Plus, it's got a Toe Aces foot warmer pocket to help keep your feet warm, an absolute lifesaver in freezing temperatures. On the downside, it's not the most lightweight sleeping bag on the market, weighing in at around 2 pounds 12 ounces. But when you're looking for warmth and comfort, especially in extreme cold, this bag is worth the extra weight. And finally, at number 1, we've got the most essential piece of gear for those cold nights in the wild: an insulated tent. Our top pick is the Crua Kula Max, a temperature-regulating cocoon that you can use inside a larger tent when things get seriously cold. This tent's lined with a special material that keeps the temperature just right, warming you up when it's freezing and cooling you down when it's hot. In cold conditions, it acts like a full-body thermal sleeping bag, thanks to its 450 G per square meter insulation. Plus, it's soundproof, so it helps block out noise, ideal for catching some solid sleep in the great outdoors. It's roomy enough for up to 3 people, and despite its size, it packs down into a surprisingly compact bundle, weighing about 16.5 pounds. Sure, that might be a bit heavy for solo backpacking, but for group camping or expeditions, it's a game changer. Setting it up is a breeze too, just a few minutes to inflate and secure. The tent's got 5 vents for airflow and plenty of inner pockets to keep your essentials close. It's also compatible with most dome and tunnel tents out there, making it super versatile. Yeah, it's a bit pricey, but if you're serious about camping in extreme temperatures, this is an investment that'll pay off in comfort and safety. For more info on the Crua Kula Max and to check out the other gear we've talked about, head to the description below. That's all, folks. Thank you for sticking with us through our rundown of the top 7 survival gear for cold climates. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next video, where we'll be talking about the best survival product. If you enjoyed today's video and found it useful, make sure to give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you missed our last video on the best survival product, check it out on our channel. See you next time.